What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Wednesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me across all socials. This podcast being brought to you by omahasteaks.com. omahasteaks.com/juice is the URL you guys are going to go and use. Subscription service open right now. Go check out what you can get at omahasteaks.com. Great offer. Subscription service that's available right now at omahasteaks.com/juice. You guys will get free burgers for life. Go check it out, omahasteaks.com/juice. Okay, so I went to the Fantasy Sports and Gaming Association event tonight here. So it's currently 12:30 Pacific time, meaning 3:30 Eastern. So I know some of you guys are getting ready to get up and go to work. So I'm going to be fast here with this, okay? I got 3 bets for us. We went 1 and 2 yesterday. I'm not going to go really heavily in depth with the picks and the plays. It's going to be a faster version of the podcast. But it's 3 picks in college basketball. We're going to keep on firing in college basketball. Yes, 1 and 2 last night, but we're 4 and 2 on the week in college hoops. So we're going to come back here with 3 picks in place. Okay, we're going to start here with Michigan State at Penn State. This is my trend of lose on the road, come back home as a home dog. Penn State last game out, lost to Northwestern, 68-63 on the road. They're coming back home. They're 4-point dogs here to Michigan State. If you look at the way Penn State matches up, it should be a pretty close basketball game here between these two. Michigan State may win the game outright. I'll just say this, okay? They're live to win the game outright. But I think Penn State can cover. Penn State is 6-6 ATS at home this year. They've covered 4 straight games. Michigan State is 2-6-1 away from home ATS. 2-6-1. Horrible. 6-6-1 in the Big Ten. Only 1 cover in their last, well, they've covered 3 last 4 games, but they covered the last game, didn't cover the last road game, though, against Minnesota. Didn't cover the road game before that against Wisconsin. They did cover against Maryland on the road. We were on Maryland in that game. They won by 2. We were laying 1 with Maryland. We didn't get there. But against Illinois, catching 3, they pushed. They lost by 3. Against Northwestern, laying 3, they lost by 14. On the road, Michigan State's a different team. Penn State at home, Nittany Lions +4 for 1.1 units. Second bet, we're going to go to St. Joe's at Loyola Chicago. St. Joe's just beat St. Louis 86-87 at home. They're 16-8 overall, 6-5 straight up here this season. Loyola Chicago, kind of a new kid on the block in the A10. They're 17-7 on the road, 9 overall, 9-2. 9-2. This is a 4-point win, 9-2 in the A10. This is a 4-point win according to KenPom. The number is 4. St. Joe's on the road this year, 6-4 ATS. At home, Loyola Chicago, 6-6. They have covered their last 4 games. 5 out of the last 6 games they've covered. They've won 4 games in a row. However, 3 of 4 wins here, winning 3 of the last 4 for St. Joe's. They beat St. Louis laying 10, only by 1. Not great. They lost to Dayton by 15 as 2-point home dogs, but they beat LaSalle in their last home game, laying 4.5. Last road game, rather. Laying 4.5. They won by 6. They did lose to St. Bonaventure by 19 points on the road, but they beat UMass as 3-point dogs. They won the game outright. I think St. Joe's is going to play it tight. I think St. Joe's is going to probably lose the game, but I think they got a decent shot at covering the +4. I like St. Joseph's here. 6-4 on the road against a team that's not that great. Yes, I know Loyola Chicago has been phenomenal in the A10 play, 8-3. I'm going to jump on St. Joe's here at +4. To round out the dogs of the day, we went favorites, all favorites on Monday, all favorites on Tuesday. We're going all dogs here on Wednesday. South Carolina at Auburn. 11.5 is the number. Opened at 12, quickly down to 11.5. That's where I got it. South Carolina is 9-1 ATS this year on the road. 9-1. They're 8-3 ATS in the SEC. Auburn is really tough at home. They're 8-4 ATS, okay? 8-3 in the SEC. Not going to debate that Auburn will win this game. Auburn lost to Florida on the road. They come back home as a monster home favorite. I don't think they cover. Think they win. Don't think they cover. Why? Well, dating back to the 13th of January, the South Carolina Gamecocks have only lost 1 game. They lost at home to Georgia, Stunning loss. But they beat Missouri, they beat Arkansas, they beat Kentucky, they beat Missouri, they beat Tennessee, they beat Georgia, they beat Ole Miss in a revenge game, and they beat Vanderbilt. Won by 15 points in their last game. Beat Georgia by 10 as 1.5-point dogs in their game in the last game. They beat Tennessee, catching 14 points. They won outright. These guys, when they're getting big points, yes, Alabama did whip them, okay? They were 12-point dogs. They lost by 27. But you look at the other times that they've been big dogs, they've come in and played pretty well. They like being underdogs. They're 4-1 ATS over the last 5. They're 7-3 ATS over the last 10. Auburn lost to Florida, laying 2. They got killed by 16. Yes, they're going to come back home. Yes, they're going to be angry. But, I mean, look, at home, they beat Alabama by 18. They beat Vanderbilt by 27. I get it. They're very good at home. But so is South Carolina on the road. I just think Auburn wins the game. I think it's too many points. Give me South Carolina plus 11.5 for 1.1 units. All right. 3 bets for us in college basketball. Penn State plus 4. St. Joe's plus 4. South Carolina plus 11.5. All those bets are 1.1 units down, 3.3 units down on a Wednesday. Sorry for the backdrop. I got my TV backdrop. If you're watching it on the BettingPros YouTube channel, I apologize for that. We'll go back to the normal setup, but I couldn't do it because we're trying to get this out as fast as possible because it's late and I got to go to sleep. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every single morning. The Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.